Everybody, so just got this from a friend of mine. This, as you guys probably full well know, is a Browning Magnum 20. This is a Belgian-made Browning, made by F. and Herschel. You will notice that the gold trigger on this is heavily worn. Of course, I have covered up the serial number because this is not mine. This is his. He asked me to take a look at it. Some of the issues that he's been noticing with this particular shotgun is its inability to eject the shells. As you guys full well know, one of the cool things about these old these Brownings is that you can rebuild these things and essentially nearly use them forever. So one of the things I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to lock this back. I want to get this handguard off here. I'm going to try to, rather. I'll show you some of the common problems that you're going to see. I'll show you the problem right off the bat that I noticed with this shotgun. And be careful, that's under a lot of spring tension. I'll show you one of the problems I noticed right off the bat with this. But like I said, he was having some issues with extraction, or ejection rather. So let's get this off here. One of the things you guys are going to see right off the bat is, so you guys know how they have the rings and they have the retainers and all that stuff in there. This is all that was in the shotgun. That's it. So right off the bat, we're missing some of those pieces. Additionally, you guys will also know, if you've ever had one of these that was original, they have this nice, you probably can't see it very well, they have this nice diagram paper that's inside the handguard down here that's glued in that shows you how to stack these rings in place depending on what it is that you're shooting. So today's video is not going to be the repair of this. I just want to take this apart. As you guys can see, this is obviously unloaded. I would never be messing with this loaded at the table. But I wanted to cue you into a place, Midwest Gunworks. And what they have, I don't know how many of you know about this. I didn't know about this till recently. I knew that they carried a lot of gun parts. We're not even going to bother with that. We're just going to cut this open. I knew they carried a lot of gun parts, but I wasn't aware of all the stuff that they carried for Brownings. In particular, entire rebuild kits for these shotguns, which I think is pretty amazing. That's it. Let's get this out of the way. So, this, what's really cool, is a Browning A-5 factory rebuild kit. What I ordered here is specifically for the Magnum 20. Picked this kit up for, I believe it was $99. You're going to see that it comes with all of the necessary springs, the retainers. It's going everywhere. And this is it is what it says it is. It's an entire rebuild kit. Of course, get that spring off of there. So, old spring and new spring, side by side. You can see that this one's compressed over the years. See that difference? Now, that can affect a lot of different things with this shotgun. I'm not going to go into all the details. I mean, you guys are probably pretty smart. But spring compression can cause issues in more ways than one. But just let's check it out. Old spring, it's compressed to approximately 8 3/4 inches. Brand new spring is sitting at nearly 9 1/4. So you're talking about a ½ inch compression on this spring here. And of course you got your other springs here. Like I was saying, and you look at your old ring setup and what all's here, there's just the 3 pieces when it should have Auto-5 tool. So, you know, these are your bronze friction pieces, they're called. These are your friction rings. So, realistically speaking, what part of the problem I believe is that we're missing one of the friction pieces and one of the friction rings. And depending on what loads you're shooting, you've got to have all those. It depends on how you set it up. You know, whether you're shooting magnum loads, whether you're shooting, it's all dependent upon everything. And there's the piece that goes inside that buttstock. This one looks a little rough. When I get this thing in, I'm probably going to cover it with, you know, some brush-on lacquer or something. If you guys know something really good to apply this to the inside of this wood stock to keep it there, hit me up and let me know. I'm kind of disappointed because they had this wrapped around the spring, so this is kind of boogered up along the edges, but you know, that's okay. But that shows you how you're supposed to stack all these things in order depending on what you're shooting, which is essential, especially in the field if you're going to be changing loads, you know, switch from hunting one type of animal to another, or maybe you just need to reach out there and hit a pheasant farther away. I don't know. Anyway, so I just want to let you guys know about this because parts are still available for these shotguns. I mean, you can just rebuild these A-5s over and over and over and over. I mean, these things are overbuilt. I mean, they're built like a tank, and they will last a very long time. So if you guys are having issues with your Browning A5, whether it be a 16 gauge, a 20 gauge, a 12 gauge, go check out Midwest Gunworks. They have these rebuild kits. I'm not going to say this is going to solve the problem. I don't know if it's going to solve the problems that I'm experiencing with this shotgun, or that my friend is experiencing with this shotgun. But we're going to give it a try and see if it fixes it. You know, this is a really cool one. He loves to shoot this one. He's taken it hunting, I don't know how many places. As you can see, it's very well used, very well worn. It's kind of like a Timex. Just takes a lick and keeps on ticking. So you can see this one was chambered for 3-inch. Of course, made in Belgium. You can see the grease and kind of gunk all over it. Needs a good cleaning. I'm going to do that before I ever do anything to it. But like I said, I want to cue you into Midwest Gunworks. If you need a rebuild kit like this, they have Browning rebuild kits. So I'll try to maybe post a screenshot of what this thing looks like, but they have them out there on their website. And this one, you know, it's $100. But if you've got an A5 that you absolutely love to shoot and it's not working properly, or if everything's just worn out and needs to be replaced in terms of your springs and your rings and everything else, it's a good place to get it. To the best of my knowledge, you won't find these rebuild kits like at Gunworks. I haven't seen them. But anyway, if you guys like videos like this, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure you share with your friends. If you guys got any interesting info to add about these old Browning A5s, let me know in the comment section. Always enjoy the back and forth. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching. You guys have a great day.